Good morning, guys. A good, great morning to all who tuned into the realest thing coming out of Guyana. You're tuned into the Guyanese Critic Morning Live, where we start our day by keeping it real. Indira, good, great morning. Rabina, good morning. Trudy Bacchus, good morning to you. Kareshma Prasad, good morning. Shani, morning. So this morning we got some clarification. You know, the Guyanese critic always keeps it real with you. And yesterday morning, my program started because I saw something was coming. I realized, and if you look at the web, it's like it's missing person country. Nobody put up a missing person report for Granger and Basil Williams. They missing too. A lot of people missing in this country. Yeah, enough people missing in this country. It's just that they put up missing report for all of them. So we gotta look at that. Missing persons. Now the young man who is not recognizing this adjustment here. Joel Skeet, the young man who went missing last Wednesday and his body was found day before yesterday at Bellevue on the west bank of Demerara. The autopsy report shows that he drowned. He died as a result of drowning. His body, although in a state of decomposure, showed no marks of violence, right? Just for clarity, and from a friend Odessa, he wasn't murdered, right? Because even before you die, people killing you in this country. And you gotta settle. Like we covering the Caribbean. Anybody missing in Trinidad and Guyana now showing up. Trinidad and Jamaica showing up in Guyana. So I know the Jamaicans and the Trinidadians can deal with it, right? Anybody missing anyway in any other part of the world is Guyana responsible. Is Guyanese responsible. The government of Guyana and so responsible. The government of the day. So Good morning, critic. You're saying that the young man left the barbershop and went and swim. No, Mark Garnett, I'm not saying that. Um, he went to swim. I'm not insinuating what he went in. Right? But what's saying he was murdered. Hello, good morning.
Morning. I called to find out someone drunk it.
Some man drowned it.
Yeah, you got somebody drunk it and then find out wherever.
This is something that already happened. What happened? Somebody missing for you?
No, yes, but I tell in Suriname, and then I find the body. It's me,
So you bring a Surinamese here now? We missing somebody in Suriname. You bring them here now? Were you there?
Me then Manjupo.
So will you think this body was drowned in Suriname go turn up in Guyana?
No, me think is when I tell people what happened, I know deliver now everyone. Me not tell nobody nothing. Hello.
All right, Aunt. You take care. Jesus Christ. God help Guyana. Help my brothers and sisters. It's now their saloon. God help these people now. I don't make a comment. Me, amiga, for teach them, God. Now you make them your own image and likeness. Do you think most of the retarded people end up in Guyana? Yeah, I think so. Me and no yaga for help me. When is now people saying people get murdered with nobody saying nothing? Is somebody drowned till in Suriname? Auntie called me for ask me if the body torn up. Where the body torn up? That she see me got somebody drowned and fine. She don't wait for listen to the story. You understand? That's why you gotta be very careful what you say how you say it. Me header got a name, Joel Skeet. He got a name too. You understand? There is a name. The header said, let me not even know if like me I see right. What me header say? Me header say, where the header there? Here with me header say, UG student Joel Skeet died by drowning. No marks of violence at the body. No, you can't get more clear than that. Auntie called me and asked somebody's surname. They find the body. Oh, gee, you can't vex with this, sir. It's not she alone. You understand? God help them. Partner, you make them. Not involve me. Me, they don't hear with them. You understand? Sometimes you feel like me, they're in a place, it's like you're in a barrel. When you turn on somebody batting in your face, they just wake up, the yarn in front of your face with the stink mouth. It's hard kind of thing. Me, I go through this thing, partner. You, they have that comfortable with lion and walk and apple eat and Elton John and so you must see they up there. I enjoy yourself. You understand? And Elvis Presley and y'all like play music whole day and play a Rokia man, guitar man, whoever it is a play. Me don't know what game I play there. But me got for deal with these people down here, partner. Not get vexed with me. You understand? Me tell your partner, not get vexed with me. You say how you make all these people in your own image and likeness, add things from the face of the earth. You understand? The jackass will run and lick down the PNC people, that you make that too. And it's one jackass just like the couple of thousand years ago, been right easy, and was a quiet jackass. Carried Jesus into Bethlehem. You understand? Into Jerusalem. You understand? Oh lad, help me. No, me can't make up these things. You would believe like we set up these people for call. You don't have a day that somebody that call is not interested. So the young man, Joel Ski, the UG student, died by drowning. The autopsy report says he had no marks of violence on his body. Right? Now I'm supposing if there was anything suspicious surrounding his death, his family would have came out and said something. Right? So let's rest that. Now the girl, the young lady in Linden. Hello, good morning.
Morning, critics.
Talk to me, brother.
I sent you I sent you a picture with my nephew went missing yesterday by Diamond yesterday afternoon.
How, how old is he?
16 years.
We going to school or something?
Yes, he's got secondary school, the Covent Garden Secondary.
Okay. I'll go in and let me see.
When I get the rest of the information from my mother, I can send it to you.
Please do.
It can be just
Raja, brother.
good, good. Burial at 3 p.m. at London Wake will be held this evening at his residence in Kingston, Correct.
Here. Let me deal with this thing one time and done. Let me deal with this thing one time and done. And this is factual. You got to ask yourself is what really these people depend. What kind of nonsense these people depend. So this is what going on in um Barbies. If you not got gathering, what you announce for people to come there? By the way, last night I was to tell you. So the people in Barbies, around the area where Skeldon side, around the area Corriverton, where they buy, get the fake COVID-19 test and come together, a set of people get COVID-19 around there, and some dead. Right now, Corriverton is a hot spot. So I've already sent the information to the authority, and we got the people name and the address. You understand? Let me get into it right away and not waste time with this thing. You got one lady post a post on Facebook saying screenshot. Right, so I'll send this to you and you'll see what the lady was saying. So this like Barbies There's madness going on in Borbies. And Harbajan have been telling me this for quite some time, but after he dep on this thing um about TV station, first it was TV station going out of business. I feel like he got some agenda. But this thing makes sense we talking. You understand? This thing now makes sense we talking. Let me get the video for you and show you what's going on. This is madness. This is madness. This is total and utmost madness. So the buy left for go to the bank and not return. Right? So this is what's going on here. Here it is.
Burial at 3 p.m. A grand wake will be held this evening at his residence. Burial at 3 p.m. A grand wake will be held this evening at his residence in Kingston, Corriverton. Relatives and friends, please take note. Burial at 3 p.m. A grand wake will be held this evening at his residence in Kingston, Corriverton. Relatives and friends, please take note.
So will you make announcement?
Burial at 3 p.m. A grand wake will be held this evening at his residence in Kingston, Corriverton. Relatives.
Will you make announcement and people are supposed to be gathering? This is madness. This is madness. Yes, sir. Relatives of no more than 10 people are supposed to be gathered by anything. The authorities are using common sense or them nagada. Lord help me with these people. Show a bit the way. Show a bit the way. So let me get this thing for you. The thing come out of um Corriverton. So this is what the lady said. And I well the lady got your name up top there. Says nothing around, you gotta we gonna show it. Right? The lady said, so I am now pissed. Corriverton, specifically Springland, got a number of COVID cases. People are being taken away from their homes to put into quarantine. Maureen Mangal, shame on you. I'm calling you out for taking your son to Guyana while he is COVID positive. You called and wanted to visit my father, and they proceeded to tell me that your son tested positive. When I told you no, You have the nerve to get upset. You told me CDC is calling to check on up on your son in New York and your husband is telling them he in quarantine. Girl, you're playing with felony charges. I'll report your ass to CDC. I'm not going to take this lightly. Share this post. So they tag the person is Nirmala on Facebook and tag the set of people, right? So this is something that I'm looking into. And I've already passed the information on to the authorities because the Banaga going to take a test. Son, they come in 2 weeks now. And I received multiple reports of this individual um, going and get a fake test, the son, or getting a fake test for your son in New York. Now she gotta come forward and explain it herself. You understand? And this individual is in an area where suddenly people start, a set of people get COVID-19. The place hot in the area in Curriculum. You understand? So I investigating. I was supposed to go up there, but in that case, me studying if for go wrong any place with COVID. Yes, and our people got COVID. Me no one they that. But we gonna do, you know who's who, you gotta wear your protection. So I'm looking at that and I'm looking at what the authorities plan to do with these people. That's all I'm interested in. What the authorities plan to do with these people. Right? So there's a Facebook post, but this is directly related because I already had this lady name, and when she came in and she son name and all them things, right? I had already passed that to the authorities. So they gotta produce the COVID test what they come in the country with, right? They gotta produce the COVID test, and I'm gonna follow up again this morning with the COVID task force to find out what they're doing with this individual and where the investigation is. So they got do a COVID test, then check the COVID, the document, see if it's a legit document, plus also test him for COVID. Yes, and maybe the antibodies. Because if they get over the COVID, gonna have the antibodies to show that the body become resistant to this and dealing with this thing. Right? Why somebody would do that and jeopardize people's life, I don't know. I'm hearing that the sauna and borders is porous. We gotta be careful. You understand? If people are coming through, they must, everybody that comes through the border, their temperature must be checked and they must be tested. If you're coming into Guyana, you must be tested. You must get a COVID test to come to Guyana. And if people are found to be bringing in people over the border, backtrack and so, them ban is supposed to get locked up. This thing serious. This thing is serious. Guyanese are dying. Some days as much as 5 people have died. So let me keep it real. So we covered up. Today taking it early. I gotta, and y'all see with me these couple of nights and wine coming on. People complaining, but I still gotta live and I still gotta eat. Meanwhile, y'all looking for me see a old porgy half skull. You understand? There with a tinning cup so begging, but not me. Me there, I got in between what you doing, I gotta look for it. You understand? I got set up me life. Me no gonna end up like them PNC people hollering and hollering and hollering, and next thing I end up with me mouth white. Not me. I see a video with James, like, Jack D.O. in jail. Jack, somebody take a picture. Jack D.O. in jail. And next thing, James, man, there's so with handcuff on his hand. You understand? Like if it's the tech 2 years for make a music video, right? They bring a man, what the man name? Farmer Nappy. You understand? Throw the bag, the rubbish bag, and everybody in the rubbish bag. Next thing them end up is they think they carry the bag, they for carry the thing. I don't know how they don't learn. Every time they go in into thing that turn back and embarrassing them. Hey, I love them too, man. If it wasn't for them stupidity, I would have never dated it. It should be made the yeah, get your shots before you enter the country. Quincy George that's a good idea too, yeah. They came in 2 weeks ago with which is sufficient time for him to recover from COVID if they should summons him to get a test today. You cannot charge him if he has the antibodies since you cannot prove the time. No, German Smith, this thing I don't do with them. We watched the document we got. How you come with a fake document? We gotta do an international investigation, find out where I gotta put him in the stars and put him on blast. Because that's not nice. You're putting other people's life at risk. Let me hear what this man got to say. Me hear nothing. Somebody sent a video. What's this video about? He left. Let me see what we're So a young man went missing. And he left home around 4 yesterday to go to the bank and he hasn't returned home since. He's the most manly young man even ever and wouldn't risk staying out without contacting his mom. We are praying that maybe he disrespected her and stayed away and nothing worse has happened to my family and I would appreciate if you can share this. So this is the people who's be pressured, them manly young men that's be very pressured. So let me put this up. Alright, I can put up a post when I done it. So what's the young man's name? The young man's name is Shamar Henry. Shamar Henry. Let me deal with this right away because sometimes me forget. This need to be dealt with right away. Missing. Let me put it up and you guys share this video with the intention to get missing um with the intention of getting this information out there. Jesus Christ. When will it end? One. Right, brown. Something me computing even fast enough for me. Thinking faster than the computer. So we get this. We get this young man here. And let me make it a little more smaller so you can see everything. So where's the number to call? I gotta tell y'all how we just set out a missing person. But the first thing to see somebody, you gotta get somebody to call, right? Like everything I gotta teach you, fine, fine, fine. So this young man, if you see anyway, right? His name is Shamar Henry. He's 16 years, fair in complexion, 5'6", a student of Covent Garden Secondary School. Um, he went missing since yesterday afternoon. Now, most missing persons get 24 hours before the thing, right? But I gonna call the family. And when you miss, if you see, most likely if you see this young man, please report to the nearest police station. But when you're putting up missing, the first thing you do is you have contact numbers. There are certain specifics. The person's name, the description, their description, fair in complexion, height, and so on. The last place they were seen, where they were going to, certain basic things, and contact information in the event that they're seen. You understand? So that's how you do it, right? Just for y'all know. And we gotta be very careful now with who and how we putting up missing. You gotta wait like the police. I gotta wait like the police for 24 hours because people hollering, people missing, and people murdered, and it's not so. You understand? Right? So you gotta be careful with somebody. Say, oh, they met is yesterday afternoon. We gotta look at them. We gotta look at the situation. The next thing that has to be taken into consideration, the situation surrounding all these missing persons, half of which have been created by certain aspects of media or certain aspects of society to create